I don't know how it's Thursday again. Seriously? Where is the, where is the world going to? No, where is time? How is time? I do not know. How is time? But yes, hello, welcome to my stream. Today we have a promo stream. Thank you very much to ID at Xbox for the code for this game. It's also on my random to-do list. So there we go. Oh, my run-up to-do list, apparently. Random to-do list. Thank you, voiceover. There we go. Oh, hi, Luki. So this game was released on February the 10th, 2022, published and developed by Icepick Lodge. It is a game about... It's an adventure game, story game. Know by Heart is a game about accepting loss. The plot, the music, the intuitive gameplay, and atmospheric mini-games work together to weave an illusion of briefly returning to one's childhood and of inevitably growing up, the feeling of time slipping through our fingers. Quite appropriate for me. So, yeah, it looks very pretty and interesting. It has 20 achievements. Not many people have played it, so there's no time estimates, though the people that have completed it have between like 5 and 21 hours on it, so it's got a 5 to 6 hour completion. So we'll hopefully get, if there's like multiple, I don't know if there's like multiple endings or what have you, but we'll try and do a good portion of it today, basically. And there's the Seribot. So just start up the game. It has very nice art. Oh, I have. Oh, really need sound. Oh, it's cute. I have a headache. I've taken painkillers and I have a chocolate bar and a cup of tea. So we'll see. Hopefully it will go away. Motion blur intensity low. I don't like motion blur. Motion blur makes me nauseous. Turn up that. Turn down that. Oh, definitely turn down user interface sounds. I hate user interface sounds. English. Right. Well, this looks pretty. New game. Yes, please. That is a very loud crackle. Probably need to turn up the Xbox a little bit. Turn outside. Okay. Well, let me just get my chocolate bar out of its packet. Those are inconsiderately high lift buttons for a small child. My controller is vibrating. Oh no! It must be one of those continental places where 1 is the ground floor. Right outside the light it burns. have no idea where I'm going. Oh. The wind just took all the colour away. Alright. Now there's a teddy bear, a pram, some rubbish, another version of me, and the clock is going wonky. I'm just going to follow. I like the pirate ship. It's not a pirate ship, it's just a ship. Hopefully this has a tiny bit more explanation of what's going on than Memoir Blue, which was a game I played earlier in the week. Which I have no idea what was going on, except there was a lot of fish. Ooh, is my headache clearing? Possibly. How long do painkillers take to kick in? They look like there's a lot of missable achievements in this game. Like some collectible stuff, mostly missables, and then the only storyline achievement is for completing the story, so... I'm not sure whether I should be exploring some areas or just doing the story or what. But I just wanted a change of pace after Relicta literally made me rage quit. At least I finished the story on that one. The main game wasn't so bad, it was just that DLC was evil. I may reinstall it at some point and possibly play the Ice Queen one, or at least get an achievement in it, or maybe find a decent guide for the DLC. It's just more that that isn't worth it. I've got plenty of other games. If, you know, by some miracle I finish the other 410 games that are installed on my hard drive, I will go back to it. And that's not counting any new ones. I mean, I have like 1,700 in my game collection, but I've finished a whole bunch of them. What are my stats anyway? Hmm. 568 completed, 913 started. Yeah, I've got a lot of games in my collection. Of course, lots of like games with gold and backwards compatible stuff and things that I've won, possibly. Lots of free games really that I've picked up. That's what's in my library. Or maybe I read the number wrong. Either which way. 400 and something seems about right for games that I haven't yet finished. I really have no idea what's going on, but that is a very pretty tree. For a game about accepting loss, at the moment I haven't lost anything. But I've picked up some fragments of something? Are these the fragments? Memory fragments? Ooh. It's the morning. It's very early in the morning. I really need to take the timer off my... Whoa, hello. Symbly things. I really need to take the timer off my light. We're gonna get dressed before we answer the doorbell. Wow, that is a really efficient way of getting dressed.
Isia's birthday. Back when we tell each other, see you tomorrow, when parting ways. I'm too old to be building model ships. I can't get around to finishing this one. I've known all my music by heart for a while now.
No, by heart. Yeah. Impatient.
Almaz. One of his early works. Pretty good art for a kid, actually.
Trying to find the doorbell. Having a navigation issue.
Yes? I need to run now, Misha. Call me.
I've just really ignoring the doorbell. They're just obnoxiously ringing. It's annoying.
Hey, keep being rude to the police. I might come for you next time. Your neighbor's having problems. And here I thought you were my friend, you jerk.
Take him away.
It's like that parlor game. The mafia sleeps, the city wakes. No one to play it with. She sounds lively. That's something. He's probably left for work already. Who did I even expect to talk to at Genghis's place?
Goddamn lawless cops. I'll make you answer for this yet. You're supposed to get these punks out of my apartment, not me.
Here at last. Having a rough morning too? You see, the thing is, he called in a burglary this morning. I thought, burglars in this big village, that's a first. So we arrived, led us to the bathroom, and we found the kids huddling inside. Look, I'm no doctor. He looks sober to me. The kids are going into care for now.
I wonder what the doctors will say about Vitya. Poor kids. What's going to happen to them? I can't just abandon them.
If you'd have been quicker, my partner would have given you a lift. Now you're gonna have to walk. Say.
Children are left without their father, and I've got to run off to the station. I'm torn.
Meet me at the station.
Okay. Well, it's ridiculously early in the morning. I'm having navigation issues. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I expected to happen there, but hey. It's just randomly like a chicken. But no fridge. Nowhere to sit and watch the TV.
Demonstrated abilities that almost defy belief. She could remember every detail of any single day of her life since she'd been 11. What she'd had for breakfast, what the weather had been like, what had been on
That's a
the
lot to hold in your brain.
Much as the woman's abilities amazed and astounded others, she herself wasn't so enthusiastic. According to her, remembering her entire life was a heavy burden to bear.
Oh, the phone's ringing.
Still home? Not even on your way to work? Spare me. I want you at the station in 5 minutes, not a second later.
I mean, it was 6 o'clock and then suddenly it's like 8 o'clock. Yeah! Oh my gosh, okay. Because the camera is moving, and I can't move the camera. Also, all the doors and walls are wonky. I have no idea whether I'm going to be in 5 minutes or whatever, but... Ooh. This station.
Who's supposed to do your job for you? The passengers are waiting. Move it.
Oh, that kind of station.
Dear passengers, for your own safety, please stand back from the platform edge. Thank you.
Don't test my patience, Misha.
Oh no, it's Papers, Please. I've still not played that game.
Hi, Misha. Here's my permit. Found a better job opening. Nah, same old. Pastry, baking. You see, it's a bigger city, a bigger place. Put me in your log or I'll miss the interview. Thanks, Misha. Have a good one.
Oh my gosh. It changes which letter it wants. That's why I was typing gibberish. Well, if it was a mini game for typing people's names without screwing it up, I failed. I mean, as if there's an achievement. We're not going to ask everyone else, we're just... But yeah. Ah. Nah, that's my head clearing. Awesome. Nothing worse than having a headache. I decided a while ago that I would stop not treating pain. No need to suffer when I remember
Good
that I'm
morning,
suffering.
Misha dear. Alma says hi. He'll be in town tonight. Don't ask. I don't even know. He's got some kind of job somewhere and can stay afloat for now, or so I hope. That's what you get with artistic types. His apartment was a pigsty before I cleaned it. Creative chaos, he calls
Overdue?
it. My permit is right there. Oh, yes it is. How did I miss that? Right, I was off to the city and it expired then. Misha dear, let an old friend through, will you? Not what I expected from you, Misha. You, of all people.
Aunt Galia's party will be so awkward, and I still have to get her a present.
Yeah, but also rules are there for a reason. Sure, she could get arrested with an expired permit or what have you.
Been working here long? Misha, do you really not recognize me? Here's a clue. Tjoma, you, and... It's Aunt Galia's 60th birthday tomorrow. How could I miss it? We're all going to her party tomorrow. Have you gotten her a present yet? I'm also here on a work trip to the Research Institute. So, this is both personal and business. How about lunchtime? Say near our oak tree at 1?
This is so painful typing. I have no thoughts in my head.
Dear passengers, the 423 service to Kazan will now depart from platform 1. Please stand clear of the platform edge.
Are you alright, Misha? You look troubled. Took him long enough.
Okay. Hush.
Dear passengers, entry permit checks are in operation at this station. Please have your entry permit and a ticket ready for inspection at checkpoint office 1.
So what was all the trouble you had?
No longer
So it's
recognize this
gotten
kid.
that bad.
Oh, that's so sad.
As long as you're not late for the evening train, it's at 7. Remember, Ed?
Okay, well, it's currently 10.
Those kids are in a tough spot now. They could use some support.
Asya! Asya is here. By the oak tree at 1.
Dear passengers, for your own safety, please
Okay, so
stand
if we go back to the
platform
building,
edge.
we should be able to sort the kids. Help the kids. Ooh. There's the oak tree. Okay, but it's not 1 yet.
So you're his neighbor, you watched this go on for years, and did nothing. You call that tolerable? The man's a daily drunk. Not until the court order, and there's a 6-month wait after that. They will have to spend some time at the orphanage.
I don't want to go to the orphanage. I just want to build a little ship together.
Freedom! At least I won't have to run an entire household anymore. I know. You always sheltered us when things were tough.
Well, this is it. We're all done here. Miners are supposed to have guardians. You up for it? I'm not. You're gonna be a good Samaritan, yeah? Everyone thinks Samara's a city of bleeding hearts.
Was I supposed to do something else? I'm sad now.
Asya! Asya!
They left in too much of a hurry to properly pack up. What's going to happen to their stuff now? Their apartment? The kids need to settle in and get the hang of the place. Then I can do it. Vitya may have been the neighbor from hell, but he was entertaining.
Oh, sure. Drunken people entertaining. I'm really not doing very well with the whole navigation thing. Or maybe it's just slightly buggy.
I've known all my music by heart for a while now.
I thought that was a green mushroom. It's not. It's a lamp. We may as well run to the tree then. Yeah, I'm so much more used to being able to control the camera to correct my very disassociated movements. Okay. When I can't control the camera...
Don't you like reading books in the park between trains?
I mean, that sounds like a really good idea. Oh god. Grim Fandango was horrible. I do not like tank controls. Do not like. There's lots of chalk things everywhere. It's nice. I think this is our tree. Yep. And this is our friend Aisha.
Right on time, as always. You haven't changed one bit. Just like me, the university keeps you running, and our town is so quiet and still.
I don't, Timer. I don't.
Would you like to visit our Garden of Eden? Wasn't childhood a paradise?
Childhood.
Do you feel it? Like I never left. Everything's coming back in full force.
How you doing,
All that
Emma?
childhood mischief. It used to seem so important. Then come stand next to me. Yes, like this. And now, a moment of silence for the past.
Our tree. Our secret headquarters. I've grown so used to it, I don't even notice it anymore. We weren't at all worried about falling. Even though we were so small, we thought you'd be able to touch the sky by reaching up. Or has the oak grown like we have? The wind got into the canopy, rocking the branches, rocking us. The oak creaked like old floorboards. We imagined ourselves flying in a helicopter. Almazi kept saying, "Helichopter," and we kept correcting him. Sometimes I'd go alone and secretly admire Aisha while she read in the dusty silence of her father's study. Like a true pirate, I had a pair of binoculars for the task. Actually, they weren't binoculars, but opera glasses.
Well? You sure you can climb a tree after all this time, old man?
Helicopter. Discover the first memory.
The rope swing is gone. Remember how we used to climb it up to the branch and then climb down the trunk? Or the other way around? That was fun. Tell me, why haven't you left town? Do you like working at the station? I'd want that too. How about we go to the pond?
I could be back for 7.
It used to seem as big as the sea. Up in the oak, we were aviators. Here, explorers. Do you still build model ships? How complete is it? Perhaps we launch it? Like in the old times. Minus the accident. Guess.
So the leaves represent memories then.
I was launching paper ships from the pond bank. Choma and Asya were fooling around in the boat. They rocked it too hard, and the boat keeled over. I dashed into the muddy water and swam headlong towards them. Choma had barely surfaced when I reached them. Asya was still nowhere to be seen. I took a deep breath, and I dove in. And when Asya opened her eyes and witnessed the bank, the last of my ships had become drenched and sunk.
My fear of water wasn't unfounded. I used to imagine sea monsters dwelling where sunlight never reached. Squid, serpents. You may laugh, but I don't understand how you weren't scared. Are you? You never told me. Yeah, I'm afraid of spiders too. We have so much in common. I'm going to split my sides laughing, and then you'll go to jail for murder. Well, it's your
What's with randomly bringing up spiders?
turn to seek out our old haunts.
Snow! Snow.
We got up to all kinds of mischief in here. There's no way to remember it all. And maybe you will. Let's see.
I'm just looking for the piles of leaves now. It's definitely chill stream today. I is a little tired.
We're about 5 years old. The pump is filling balloons of different colours with helium. We stand in there, open-mouthed, gawking, wonder if the next one will burst. And the taut balloons squeak when you run your finger over them. It makes Isaac laugh. The cloudless sky draws balloons towards it, making them bounce up and down on their leash-like strings when pulled. Finally, we release the balloons. They soar upward, becoming dots. We're convinced they'll fly all the way up to the sun. And when we can't see them anymore, our parents buy us ice cream, and then we move on.
It's been so many years, but it still feels like yesterday, us heading home from school together. Speaking of, what time is it? Oh no! I've gone missing from the institute. It's fine, we still have tonight. Will you walk me to the station? I'm going back to my dad's for the night. When When I got into the university, he returned the apartment provided by the Institute and moved back to Kazan. He's retired, only has the teaching job now. Back then, he couldn't stay where everything was reminding him of my mum. He waited for me to graduate and then left. Come as soon as you see Institute people walking home. That'll mean I'm finished too. It holds so many memories, more than you can remember in a day.
Come spring, meltwater formed little rivulets, eating away at the ice as it made a break for
That's
freedom.
ice?
We made tiny ships out of walnut half shells, matches for masts, scraps of paper for sails. But the most important part was our imagination. As we knelt near the streamlets, we saw, as if with our own eyes, the brave sea explorers coming aboard. And then the ship made its way down a turbulent river toward the sea, toward the unknown lands beyond. Here and there, a shipwreck decorated the rapids, but many ships, nonetheless, began their voyage. Just a bit more waiting and back to Asya. Today is Friday. The workday is shorter. We got up to all kinds of mischief. There's no way to remember it all. Maybe you will. Let's see. This was our favorite bench in our teenage years. It stood to the side, where we didn't get many passers-by. We were always sure to bring the guitar along, because Almaz, he played it well, though he didn't really have a voice for song. He knew that, and he sang anyway to annoy us all. Less melodious than a caterwaul, you could say. And Aisha and Choma, they made the overall impression better. And sometimes we'd abuse the guitar until there were only 3 strings left. We just played it that much. But somehow we didn't lose the tune. It was Genghis who got everyone into fishing. And when the summer came, he was inseparable from his fishing rod, and his skin gradually took on this sort of bronze-hued tan. We called him Red Chief, but he didn't mind. Aisha came along too, but she didn't fish. She was deadly afraid of the earthworms. Almaz would run after her with a couple of them between his fingers and an outstretched hand, shouting, "And now for a death-defying stunt." Pond stakers glid to and fro atop the water, and rainbow-winged dragonflies hovered above.
Mosquitoes.
The quiet splashes, the rustle of the leaves, lulled. Sometimes, one of us would fall asleep on the soft, sunlit grass. What we caught, we fed to the cats. This place had nothing worth fishing for.
I just didn't wait long enough.
Every winter, we built a snow fort in front of the Research Institute. We split into 2 armies and traded snowball volleys until dark. By evening, our clothes would be completely drenched and crusted in ice. You could stand them upright on the ground. We'd crawl back home, panting with exhaustion, and our parents would immediately make us warm up in the shower and drink copious amounts of tea. Genghis would boast that his contained a spoonful of vodka. I'm going to miss Asya if I keep loitering.
Sorry. I'm such a slowpoke. Have you been waiting here long? Let's race each other to the gate. Afraid of losing? There was a time only Genghis could beat. I've sprained my ankle. Look at the bird.
I'm gonna win this, lady.
This is boring. I've sprained my ankle.
Slowpoke.
You won because of my skirt and high heels. Wait till I'm wearing my jeans. You were the one who wanted childhood to last forever. Here's another spot, by the way.
Our first dance. We were about 14. Aisha was in the middle of the dance floor in a whirl of colored specks of light. And then Zinaida, the maths teacher and our class tutor, she announced a slow dance. I was leaning on the wall, looking for words to say to Aisha. But Tioma beat me to it as usual. So I invited another classmate. She too was shuffling on her feet nervously beside me. I walked her home afterwards, and while we parted ways, she pressed her lips briefly against mine. We both became embarrassed, and then hurried home.
You and Masha. I knew. You think too much.
Even small confessions are so difficult.
And what is it you think? That's 4 words. Isn't anyone else still here? I've heard Almaz is in Kazan. Genghis? A cop? That absolute punk? I've lost track of everyone. Even Artem. Only saw him a few times throughout.
Asya never dated Tioma.
Stand in the middle of the road. Time's going backwards.
The old clock! Do you still struggle telling 7 p.m. from 1700? That time you waited for 2 hours in a snowstorm, though. Oh, please. You were wearing a light jacket. Your forehead was scalding hot later. Remember the hand-drawn posters? You're kidding me. If only they saw it back in Moscow.
One last stroll before Asya left for Moscow. She wanted apples for the trip. I almost confessed my feelings to her. I had a speech on a copybook sheet in my pocket ready to say it, but Tjoma kept hanging around. Asya chose yellow apples, you know, the sweet but expensive ones. The sour green ones were cheaper, and I suggested those instead. Asya said I was cheap, which was true. You know, I counted her money when it could have been my treat, which was what Tjoma did, actually. I was nervous enough as it was, so in the end, I lost my temper. I simply walked away. No, I ran away. Asya left that evening. I never said goodbye to her, or that I was sorry, or heard her say that she was.
What's with the silence? I'm sorry too. I was quite a character myself. First I was mad at you and waiting for an apology. Then I was in over my head studying. I'll definitely call Misha tomorrow. I told myself every day until my own silence became embarrassing. No, he visited me. I got a job right after my freshman year. What's there to tell? I wanted a fun life. As a professor of mine used to say, a student's best years are his student's years. Asking Dad would have been awkward, so there. Let's not dwell too much on the sad subject of whether I'm a good engineer. I've stayed in a room on the outskirts since I dropped out. I'll give you my number, which will only result in my roommate disconnecting the phone.
There's a key. There's a key.
The Green Cat. We often dropped by here after classes, left all our pocket money behind. Well, no, most of it. Some of it the movie theatre would eat. I still don't get it about the Green Cat, you know, what happens after it crosses your path, and I'm too embarrassed to actually ask at the cafe. Like, who's ever seen a green cat? Freshly fried donuts in powdered sugar, coffee with condensed milk, chocolate syrup ice cream. The place had it all. Asya loved ice cream so much she'd even eat it in winter. Once the cafe was closed, so we bought ice cream bars from a street stand, and Asya, she couldn't even wait until we got home. And there she is, eating it on a cold winter day, a dazzling fresh fall of snow around us, and her ringing laughter, the gleam in her eyes. It just made the day that much sunnier.
The cafe's still there. Making amends for the apples. I'm sorry. That was a dumb joke. I'm no chaplain. It's awkward, you paying for me. I'm a grown woman. Oh, that's what I've been missing. What's fall without rain? I love falls. I want to hear the raindrops falling around there. So cozy. I could write it.
I'm literally walking inside her. This is slightly word clipping. Also, I'm not sure we're supposed to be walking in the middle of the road. This doesn't seem like
I
sense.
could walk like this forever. Why is the walk to the station so short? Just like school. Join your hands, kids. We're puppets.
Attention passengers. If you spot any suspicious items, then please report them to the staff or the police immediately.
Aren't you going to work?
Do not touch or move a suspicious item until the
You need it
arrival
more.
of the police.
They're promising clear skies in Kazan. Well, I'll phone Dad from the station to come and pick me up in his car. I'll be fine. Let's go then. Thanks for today.
Finding each other took them a quarter of a century. They had been separated at a young age following their parents' death in a car crash. Both were placed in an orphanage at first, but one of the brothers disliked it so much that he ran away. The other one refused to leave. Curiously, despite being twins, they have different birthdays. That's because when the second one was born, 15 minutes after the first, it was already past midnight. That might explain the
possibly
difference in their personalities and their journeys through life.
The great thing about being a twin then with separate birthdays. So you don't have to share a birthday. You could legitimately celebrate on different days. That's cool.
I'm at work.
Oh no. Sorry, there's a queue. Sorry, peoples.
Here are our permits. So, Vitya's drinking problem has gotten worse? Of course we do. From people on your block. They say they heard a lot of profanity this morning. So they looked out the window and there was Vitya, being led away.
Is Vitya home?
Masha's worried too. He's in her class.
Say hi from me.
We'll go see him ourselves. Won't we, Masha?
What's the movement in the flats today? Very noisy peoples everywhere. Which generally means that I'm feeling very tender. Because...
Do you have my number? In Kazan for now. What of it? Suppose you need me to buy something in Kazan tomorrow. What will you do? Go there yourself? I could bring it. Do call. Sometime. See you tomorrow.
A whole week of Asia. We'll go everywhere in town and visit all our old spots.
Well, hello there, Misha. Picked up a chick, I see. Make sure you don't screw up on me. None of that dawdling you did in school. I know you. Talk to me if you need anything. I'll show you the ropes of talking to women. Lots of experience there, as you probably know. Who's talking about that? I've been going steady with someone, you know. I'm actually on my way to propose to her. Want to see the ring? I could help. Think it over. Really think it over.
Here I am, back already. Hired. I start Monday.
Congratulations. interesting how it's got an erase button, but it's a typewriter. I mean, I know it can technically erase, but...
Log up the station for me, will you? Hey, just kidding. Go home. That stung.
Yes, it's me. I'm here. As eventful as you'd expect. Took my handbag to bed, walked through the park on the way home, bought some groceries. I'm watching TV now. Such nonsense on every channel. It's making my eyes hurt. Is there a reason you're calling?
Permit checks are in operation at this station. Please have your
It's good
entry
that
permit
you
and
remember.
ticket ready for inspection
What
at
happened?
Checkpoint Office 1.
You wouldn't, or you didn't? Then what's the big deal, silly? You haven't caused any more trouble, I hope. Looks like your life's fun. Any more news? Good night to you too. Tomorrow's a new day.
Hello, Lena? Is that you?
Dear passengers,
I thought we arranged
for your own
everything.
safety, please
It's
stand
you,
back
son.
from platform edge.
How's life?
Thank you.
Now I'm confused. What makes you ask? Have you met someone? You want a reason? She was pretty and she was fun. We were already dating. If I were to find someone new, it would be the same, so... No, you're persistent, aren't you? Lena is a hairdresser. I made an appointment. What is it you want from me, son? I don't know what happened to you, but you sound lost. Go get some sleep, eh?
Before boarding your train, please have your exit permit and a ticket ready for inspection at Checkpoint Office 1.
Hello, you're through. Ah, Misha. Long time no hear. How are you? Good enough. I suppose you're calling Asya. She's not here yet. Call again later? You too, Misha, you too.
It's like, you know, she gave me her number. I literally gotta try calling her. That's the rules, right?
Dear passenger.
Do I have anything to give Asya? She'll leave. I'll stay. So what's the point? Whew, what a day. I should talk to someone or I will not sleep. But who though?
At this station.
I mean, I literally just rang 3 people.
And a ticket ready for inspection at Checkpoint Office 1.
I can't be bothered to go home. Should I stay here for the night?
Misha, wow, it's you.
Boarding your train, please have your exit permit and a ticket ready for inspection at Checkpoint Office 1.
For every closed town,
Hi,
there's a
Lady
key that
McGreat.
opens it.
How you doing?
Misha, there's something called the debt cycle. You borrow from someone, then pay back the previous lender. It's a way of life.
How are the kitties?
No, why? I live with my girlfriend. You should have seen how she clicked with Dasha. I thought I might as well go live on the street.
Tormented
Even before her,
souls.
Dasha wouldn't shut up about the mess.
Attention
What's got you so sulky?
If you spot any suspicious items,
Home is good.
report them to the staff
Then be happy, you chump. Or is this about Artyom? He's not even here yet, and you're already looking all dejected. Come on, tell me more about it in the car. No reason to stand in the rain. As you wish. I'm not going to stand here getting wet, or try to convince you. See you around.
I shouldn't mention Asya to Almaz. He might pass it on to Choma. So now I'll lie down and all these thoughts will flood into my head. This may be a small town, but it's big enough for a good, exhausting walk. The kind that makes you conk out after. Give me a lever long enough and I'll fall asleep on it.
Magic brolly. Oh, hello. Where do you fit? Here? Here. Not on the map. It's definitely an interesting game.
Oh, the pigeons are back. I released Icy's previous ones after she left, but now there are birds in here again.
Hello, Mikhail. Here to see Petya and Katya. Katya's fine. Petya's anxious. It's to be expected. It's past visiting hours, so not until tomorrow.
Must be the orphanage. It's not on my map, but... Oh, my home is circled, but yeah. sort of left-ish from the fruit market. Oops. Ah, no, it's okay. There's an exit. Not quite sure where I am. There's a note on my map.
Halt! Let's see some ID. Kidding. Scared you, didn't I? No, just getting the car to park in and then I'm going home. You should. Good.
Ah, I'm up there. How did I end up there?
So there was this one time during a subotnik, and Aunt Galia's late husband, he planted a sickly willow sapling into the ground. It would outlive him by 2 years. As the saying goes, a man must raise a son, build a house, and plant a tree. That's 2 out of 3. But no house.
Oh.
I had my own experience as a gardener. I picked up an acorn under our oak tree and planted it in a pot. A while later, a sprout appeared, but it didn't survive in my care. Not that I provided much.
Memory things. It's really hard to see. I feel like we grew up in this building. But on the 3rd floor. I wonder if she's home.
You have reached the Khan. The president? Nah, I would have known. Right. Should I be worried for you? Don't even think of asking her. If she is, you ought to make her forget that someone. Any other news? You make sure you get that sleep. Go on to bed now.
Misha? You?
Give me a lever long enough.
And you didn't want this number. I only just got home. The weather
scouted was spot on. What about you? Flooded yet? Did he? Oh, Almas. I can't wait to see everybody. The sooner we go to bed, the sooner tomorrow comes. Hey, that's not what I meant. Good night to you too. Sleep well.
Well, I got an achievement for calling everyone. So, you know, bloop. What do we got? Get every achievement in the game. Be on time for your walk and for your work and for a walk with Aisha. Yeah. So that didn't happen. Okay. Discover memories, fill out the map, finish the story, and some lots of secrets. Okay, it may take a couple of playthroughs. I don't know how long this one's. Oh, I forgot to undress.
Yes, I get to see Asya again today. She's never been so eager to go to work with me.
I'm concerned about this chicken. No more map.
The third year we joined the Young Pioneers. They lined us up on the square. The Lenin monument seemed to press down on me, fouled upon as it was by pigeons. I'd spent the previous night memorizing the solemn promise, terrified that I'd forget it mid-ceremony. I could barely keep my eyes open. My legs wobbled. I kept leaning on adjacent kids in the file. Of course, my sleepy brain mixed up the words of the promise at the most important moment.
Come on, Misha, don't be lazy.
How am I being lazy?
Dear passengers, for your own safety, please stand back from the platform edge.
I am literally trying to walk up. Thank you. God, just please. Please. Okay, the walking is very annoying. No, I don't want to call anyone. I wanted to sit at my desk. Hey, it's there again.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. So Mom wasn't joking. She let it slip over the phone once that you got a job here. Aren't you a little too smart for a place like this? Let's pick mine apart then. I've got nothing to hide. A servant of Clio, a thesis writer. The role of industrial espionage in World War II. Finish up quicker here. I'll show you how to gather data out in the field. We'll find our childhood photos. Many people still have those lying around. I'll wait for you outside.
Yay, it's our friendly.
It's me again. Wow. That won't go well with her. Scared, huh? I was joking. Aunt Galia hasn't even invited anyone. I'm sure she'll be happy enough that we came over at all. And there you are, agonizing over it. Let's go before you run home and hide under the bed. Don't be so harsh. He may be a smartass, but that just makes him funnier.
Yay, no mistakes today.
Dear passengers, the 423 service to Kazan will now depart from Platform 1. Please stand clear of the platform edge.
The number of small towns in Russia is fluctuating around a more or less constant average. On one hand, people are leaving for million-plus cities, and small towns are losing township status. On the other hand, the same process happens in medium-sized towns, pushing them into the category of small town. Rural areas are where population prospects are truly dire.
Nice. Not depressing at all.
For your own safety, please stand back from the platform edge. Thank you.
Look what I caught, brother.
I'm so glad we're all together again. Don't be boring. Girls don't like boring.
What about me, Asya? Do you like me? It's a gift from Mom. We're making an album. You hard-pressed for money? Fine, count yourself in.
You're so generous, Toma.
Let's head off now. We'll start with Uncle Kola.
Passengers, before boarding your train, please have your exit permit and a ticket ready for inspection at Checkpoint Office 1.
Doors closing. Next stop is factory.
Can't have one moment alone with Asya, just like back in school. She might forget about me completely now that Toma's here.
You have issues, dude.
good old puddle. With us for all of our childhood years. With us still, actually.
We even named it, remember? Nikolaevskaya, in honor of Uncle Kolya.
Yeah, and we'd mark it on every map. No map was complete without the puddle.
Then we'd get in trouble for vandalism.
Misha even launched his little boats here. Always up to something.
Meltwater drained here in the spring and rainwater in the summer and fall. The puddle never dried up. It just froze down to its bottom in winter.
It'd also get moldy really fast, and then it'd spawn a bunch of tadpoles.
And we wondered if there'd be a dinosaur, too.
All the same, no one was too squeamish to enter it barefoot. Not even Asya with her fear of worms and water.
You argued forever over who got to carry me across. So, I only had myself to depend on.
I knew you'd be here.
Look who it is. What brings you here?
Aren't you gonna ask us how we're doing?
Can't wait to show off being a Moscow boy now? Well, go ahead.
Why so aggressive, Collier? They're not those kids anymore. And even back then, they used to crawl all over your car, shining it with their clothes, so what's the big deal?
Shining? Scratching more like. So, out with it. Are you here to beg me to lend you the car?
Remember you took a picture of us once? We were cleaning up your garage. Where is that picture now?
You mean you were fooling around and now you'd like to get rid of the evidence? Dig around in the garage. It should be in one of those crates.
Perhaps the photo is underneath the phone. Nothing between the pages, no matter how hard you shake.
I've got nothing.
What are those riches underneath the table? Almost every crate is empty, but there's something on the top shelf. What does Uncle Kolya need a bike for? It's not like he'll ever ride it. What are those riches under? Almost every crate is empty, but there's something on the top shelf. Some kind of junk with a clock. An old phone. That's all it is. What are those riches underneath the table? A toolbox. Nothing remotely similar to a photo in here.
Find anything?
Perhaps he took the picture home.
What do you think I am? Some kind of hoarder? I left that junk where it was taken. Start really looking. Go through everything again.
Well, if the photo is junk to you, maybe you threw it away ages ago.
Look, clever guy. If I say it's in the garage, it's in the garage. Look at you, a slacker of an employee who's embarrassed me in front of my colleagues, setting his sights on my car. Who
He's
got you
grumpy.
a station job? Like you don't know. Try showing up to work on time, then we'll talk.
Calm down, Collier. Calm down. Nerves don't grow back, you know.
Such a jerk. How about we steal the car?
Like they say, still waters run deep.
That doesn't sound like you, Asya. Oh? Do tell. Why Genghis? Oh, is he? By the way, I think he had a photo too.
Are we doing it or what?
What do they need that can't wait? I've got work to do in here.
Quick, get in the car. That'll teach him a lesson.
Wait.
Station, what do you want? What do you mean, nothing? I've been told that...
1, 2, 3.
Stop, you little rats!
Whoa, he runs fast.
I hope you get hit head on. You should all be in jail.
I can't believe we're in Uncle Collier's car.
Your neighbor's apples are always sweet.
Oh, it's not your time to go yet, old man. Perhaps Misha will be less grumpy if we let him drive.
Later. Let's grab Genghis first. If we stop and swap seats all the time, we'll never get anything done.
Much better. That's the version of you I like.
Believe it or not, Asya, even I could kiss him now.
You idiots.
That's the pavement.
There's the photo. It was in the glove box.
How we used to beg Uncle Kolya for a ride.
Yeah, he only let us honk the horn. I guess that was generous enough by his standards. I could see how Tom Sawyer got those kids to paint the fence for him. Even getting to wash the car was pure bliss.
To you, maybe. Our Tom would rather bury himself in old Soviet magazines. Talk about a born historian.
I wonder where they are now. A hoarder like Uncle Kolya doesn't just throw things away, does he?
You were so dumb. So happy to do chores for him.
And he was never satisfied either. He took that picture so he could rub it in our faces about how lazy we were.
I can understand Toma and Almas, but Misha? Drudging away like that? There's photographic evidence.
But it was totally worth it. That Babieta was the pinnacle of technology to us. It was basically a starship.
I used to dream of buying one just like that when I grew up, and I'd dream of traveling all of Russia in it. Other countries weren't something you even thought of back then.
Lake Baikal was supposed to be your first destination. We heard no
Hi,
end
Dan.
of Baikal trivia from
It's
you.
interesting.
You were a walking encyclopedia.
Slow. And steady. Not quite steady, but it's relaxing after stress of puzzles. We totally just stole a car. Yeah, I rage quit. Was a bad game. I mean, I like puzzles. You know me. I'm not sure I can hook this into anything yet. Unless it just goes there.
No way. No word from you in years, and then there you are. Both.
Are you coming to Mom's party tonight?
Seriously? Are you doubting me now? Just a sec. Got one in my wallet. There. Will that do?
You've been carrying it around in your wallet? Adorable.
7 streams, Dan. 7 streams I lasted.
I'll take it back if you make fun of me. Is that all you need? I can see you're really fed up with him. Anything else?
Is he in trouble?
I'm stubborn. And it wasn't... I mean, the story wasn't... The main game wasn't, like, bad. You know, it's always... I could see, you know... But the DLC was just multitudes of crap.
They didn't even let us in. In fact, we didn't even want to hand Vitya over. But they were all over him right away.
That sounds really odd.
So now we've discussed everything, right? Whoa, not so fast. I need you to do something too. See those 2 louts over there? They need to go to the orphanage. And I've really got no time for that. They ran away and went on a rampage. Smashed a window, pinched a bunch of things at the market.
And you're letting them go just like that?
Well, they're first offenders. I sure won't let it slide.
Good thing Genghis is so chill.
By the way, Zinaida might have something for your album too.
It was great being friends with Genghis. You know, he could give anyone a good thrashing. No vagrant would ever come near us.
He was a vagrant himself. Being a boxer helped.
Genghis was definitely a gifted athlete. He played several sports and excelled at all of them.
How are you doing, Dan? I mean, it wasn't necessarily interesting. I just, you know, got invested and I was like, well, I really just need
All
to
but
find out how
one.
this ends.
Chess. You couldn't get him to sit still for 5 minutes.
So you're still jealous. It took a lot to talk you into posing for that photo with the rest of us. Oh, well, each to his own. Genghis would have hardly made a good scientist.
I was angry because of what Almaz said. That he'd get to space before I'd take up sports.
You know, sometimes it's... I honestly thought it was a case of, you know, just figure out the trick and
But you
it'll
did go
be
for morning
doable,
runs
but...
with Genghis, of course. You only lasted a week.
Each one of those runs left me feeling like I was gonna die. I was nauseous, dizzy. seeing
Gaming
spots.
funk. Oh no. No. Can't have you in a gaming funk. What about RTTL? Any more you can get this month? Okay, why can I not see how these go together?
By the way, it wasn't just running. I did chin-ups too. Although Genghis did say I just looked like a sausage hanging from the bar.
New list? Well, we've still got
competition. You'd have been
10
the
days
world
left of this
champion
list.
Something at this point, if not for that fight.
How many days do we have in April? No, we've still got 9 days left of this one.
He was defending a girl, 1 against 3. And he was the only one who got arrested. Even the competition committee couldn't do anything.
He even gave up exercise out of frustration. Vagrant or not, Genghis was honorable. Genghis was quite the troublemaker in our school days. He even had a juvie record behind him. His parents and teachers had pretty much given up on getting him to see any sense, They just kept saying he'd be the death of them. And when we were studying the Reformation in world history, Genghis wrote on the wall of the police cell, "Here I sit, I can do no other." That was prophetic. He was, to return there in a different role, let's say.
It's supposed to be a game about dealing with loss, but I haven't quite figured out what we lost aside from our neighbour got taken away.
Out with it then. Why won't you just stay put? You've got food, a roof over your head.
12's good.
Try living in here and you'll see. Dreary as hell. And then there's her, the xenomorph. You seem like an alright chick, though.
Hey, if you mean alright to act up, I'm not what I seem.
Yeah, Zinaida doesn't exactly make life easy for you. Why won't Uncle Kolya leave her? Not a lot has changed here. As a historian, I find this boring.
Yep. The girl has a hell of a temper. We tried to gang up on her and it didn't work. Boy's a wimp, though.
What's in it for us? No way, that's not fair.
Quite a bit of this game is putting shit together. The orphanage was the entrance was about opposite where the fruit thing was, so it's gonna be like over here. Ah. There we go. Look at me, Nip. Look at me.
A class reunion by the looks of it. Such a pleasure to see.
Well, you can't have a reunion without the class tutor, right? That's why we're here to see you.
So what are you up to now? Tell me everything.
That would take a long time. Basically, I enrolled, I graduated, and now I'm an engineer with the job.
That was Kato was a
All the
gorgeous
times I
game.
drilled you on calculus paid off.
Kato was pretty.
If only
I
that
liked
was
that
all
game.
you drilled me on.
Played some of that for Extra Life.
What about you, Artemius?
Enrolled? Graduated? Now a historian with a job?
I could sense this coming. Something didn't add up here. Of course, it's her birthday. I'll go and have a look. I can see that. My criminal duo. Where did you find them? Well, they'll tell me themselves, if they choose to. I suppose I'll go get the photo then. I'm leaving you in charge. I hope not too many children run off when I'm gone. I suppose there's enough of you to handle a dozen kids.
Is this it? Just standing around and watching? Not what I imagined.
I see you have a lot of experience there.
Here we go again.
Tired, Misha? Thought you'd join us.
Quit
for a bit of
standing there and
running
help
around.
out, dude. Game over.
How did you find me?
You're standing in the middle of a field.
I'm a master detective, aren't I?
Totally not fair.
Haha, I win.
Come on, that was a good hiding spot.
Really hiding.
I'm a master detective, aren't I?
Now you hide.
Game over.
I could use an invisibility cloak.
Surprise!
No fair!
Oh, apparently they ran off back to where they were if you
I'm
haven't
a
taken back to the
master
program.
detective, aren't I?
Come on, that was a good hiding spot.
We can't just run around and pick them all up.
Haha, I win.
Some of them run around.
They're on to us.
Catch me
I'm a master detective, aren't I?
I could use an invisibility cloak.
Game over.
How did you
I'm
find
a
me?
master detective, aren't I?
We've been spotted. Totally not fair.
Haha, I win.
They're on to us.
Game over.
No fair!
Skedaddle.
I'm a master detective, aren't I?
I could use an invisibility cloak.
Game over.
Now you hide.
Haha, I win.
Come on, that was a good
I've got to get them all back. Yes, exactly. I found some kids in the middle of a park, but I have to stop them from running away each time.
I'm a master detective, aren't I?
I mean,
How did you
I
find
am
me?
not Sherlock. Can I build a fence around them? I don't know.
Too fast for you.
Game over.
They're on to us.
I'm a master detective, aren't I?
This is very frustrating.
Haha, I win.
I could use an invisibility cloak.
It's not The Sims.
Spread out.
I'm a master detective, aren't I?
Totally not fair.
Game over.
We've been spotted.
Haha, I win.
They're on to us.
Wanna play?
I'm a master detective, aren't I?
Now
Get
you
out of
hide.
here.
Game over.
Come on, that was a good hiding spot. I'm faster.
Haha, I win.
No fair.
Who's the fastest? Us is the fastest. Who do we have here?
Totally not fair.
Fine, at least you've given me quite a run.
We've been spotted.
Playtime's over.
How did you find me?
Ready or not, here I come. I'm a master detective, aren't I?
No fair.
Let's play tag.
Okay, so if I keep some of the adults in the playground, then the kids don't run away, so I've got more chance to try and figure out where the flips they've gone.
Here I am.
I could use an invisibility cloak.
Don't you try to run.
We could use some help before they scatter all over the place.
That's it. Get back now.
They're on to us.
You watch out now, you rascals.
Hello?
Right, there's one
There's
left
no time
somewhere.
to fear being the third wheel. Hugs for everyone, kids.
Kids these
Ready or
days.
not, here I come.
Let's play tag.
Fine, at least this is exercise.
Freeze!
Where's the other go?
Game over.
Come on, that was a good hiding spot.
No, it wasn't really. Except that it was.
Here.
I'm not a teacher though.
It's all I could find.
That's a lot. We can go to Mom with what we already have.
You've been very helpful.
You wanted to see them yesterday.
We were done with school by this point. Our finals were over, entrance exams are coming up, and we got a moment to pause and rest. Summer, summer, summer is taking my cares away.
I'm still furious every time I remember that grade in history. B- and not an A+. It cost me my school medal, and I really could have used that medal when I was getting into university.
That does
you
not
were
count.
too smart for your own good. You invited those extra questions on yourself because you wanted to impress the examiners with how much you knew.
Take comfort in knowing I made a fool of myself too when I fell into the fountain.
Well, the edge was slippery and you were drunk. We couldn't carry our liquor back then anyway, especially not Applejack. And that fiasco didn't affect your future in any way.
In any way? For all I know, I could have been married to Isia for years by now. I did it all for her, remember?
Sorry, just having a brain blurb. Jigsaws are well and good, but when they move... Ha!
And Genghis would have been the one married to me if he had walked on his hands along the fountain edge.
Of course he would have, but Misha got jealous and pushed him into the water on purpose.
Nah, he wouldn't have. Genghis liked Varia, your prom date.
No worries.
Step on it, man. You're driving like a girl. I shouldn't have let you behind the wheel.
Actually, it's shown
Approaching orbital
that women are better
velocity.
drivers than men. And also,
Did you hear
that's
that?
where you get low insurance.
I don't like that sound. Did it come from under the hood? Oh, stop the car! We're gonna crash! Uncle Collie is gonna kill us. I'm going to miss the train, and then there's Angalia's party. Can you do this without me later?
Not so fast. Look, it's Almaz.
What's with Uncle Colia's car? Why are you inside it?
Have you got it?
The photo? Yes, here you are. Where are you headed anyway? It's all right, I had to help Mum in the kitchen anyway. Keep your jealousy to yourself and help me choose the flowers. No, I haven't. Does it matter? Giving the same flowers year after year, it isn't a good look.
Mesmerizing. You sure have a way with words.
the summer after middle school. We just finished our exams, and Aunt Gaia, she took us outside the fence for a picnic.
Right. And the place was swarming with mosquitoes. The campfire was our only protection. I smelled like smoke for 2 days after that.
And Almaz teased you. Interesting choice of perfume.
All you can remember are the mosquitoes? What about all the mushrooms, milk caps, red caps, penny buns? Things of beauty.
And someone we all know mistook a death cap for a champignon.
So? Choma barely made it out alive too. He chopped at his own leg with an axe. A good thing he was wearing high boots, or it would have been much worse than a scratch.
Boys, boys. What's with always needing to prove something to someone? Genghis volunteered to chop firewood, and Toma had never even held an axe before.
Exactly. I used to think when people in books turned pale as a sheet, it was an exaggeration. I also used to think people would scream a lot in those situations, but Choma, he just stood there, frozen.
I'm only going to do the one stream on this, if anyone cares. To give an idea, if you want to find out more of what happens in the game, then you'll have to get it yourself and support the devs.
And you couldn't light the campfire. Asya pestered you with advice, taught you to arrange the firewood in a little tent structure.
Well, what did you expect? Women have always been keepers of the fire. We'd know how to build one. Aunt Galia
Gonna
and I
finish
were
it
in
off
charge of the
stream.
food, too.
We would have starved without you, of course. Not like we were roasting sausages on a stick.
I don't think I'll do another hour. Possibly. Should get a portion of the story in.
Now for the final touch, Asya's birthday. Go ahead, Misha. Produce the photograph.
Is it that precious to you? Guys, maybe we should let Misha keep it.
Others parted with theirs and it didn't kill them.
We've still got the negatives. I can print more.
Go forth and fetch it, O brother of mine. Make haste. Don't keep us all waiting.
I think he meant you.
Where do I need to go? Oh, home. Knowing my luck, the achievement for this one will be the collect all photos, collect all achievements achievement.
Galia's kids are in town. Is it her birthday today or something?
Lost the others along the way?
It's a pity giving my own photograph away, but that's what a present should be. Something that hurts to part with.
Someone cleared the table.
Have you found it?
Upstairs to put the flowers in a vase before they die.
I wouldn't want to be you right now.
Can we go?
Tioma definitely came up with the best greeting that year. Happy birthday, old woman!
Well, it was memorable, which is more than I can say for your muttering. What was it? May is the best month of the year, stay born in it?
We could have held a contest. Your birthday greetings versus what Alma's wrote on Misha's poster.
He overdid it. I only asked him to help with the artwork.
Your style shows through, though. The sea and the ship.
Traitor! Traitor! There's no other word for it. This instead of helping out his brother with a gift idea.
I really liked your notebook, too. I turned it into a diary later on.
And Genghis's gift was dead on arrival.
Silly me. Putting a cake on a chair.
Almaz could have watched where he was sitting down, so much for his flashy outfit.
At least Genghis's flowers survived. No one else has given me poppies, before or since.
The four of us won't fit. I'll take the stairs. Bit of exercise too. I've put on a few pounds.
The four of you would totally fit in the elevator.
Looks like Genghis is as athletic as ever.
Isn't that a good thing?
Never said it wasn't. Just noting.
Hello? Can I do something? I think I booked the game. Hopefully it loads me in and lets me continue the story. Otherwise, we might have to cut the stream short.
The four of us won't fit. I'll take the stairs. Bit of exercise too. I've put on a few pounds.
Looks like Genghis is as athletic as ever.
Isn't that a good thing?
Never said it wasn't. Just noting.
Ah, they're walking this time.
It's a tie.
Yep, it did break.
So many of you kids. Even Asya's here. Oh, what a surprise.
Oh, please. Back in the day, half the town would be here.
There's not much to celebrate anymore. I'm growing older, year after year. To the table! To the table! Let me at least pour you some tea. To the table! I baked a cake. Misha, help me fetch the dishes from the kitchen. Grab the tray and take it to the table. Misha, please serve the tea. You're sitting closest to the samovar.
Less talking, more pouring.
Okay. Sugar, lemon, cold water, and going.
Pour me one with everything. Truly chivalrous of you.
Just add some cold water.
Same as Choma.
You're a big boy now, and you're still imitating your older brother.
I'm not. That's actually how I like it.
With me it's simple. Just give me some dry tea leaves and I'll smoke them. What's with a blank stare? I'm kidding. Sugar and lemon's fine.
Nothing special for me. Hot, no sugar, no lemon. Don't you remember?
Just what the doctor ordered.
Bellissimo.
Me, I like it hot.
This is amazing.
I like her. Tea raw. Come on. Surely deserves a bleep bloop.
Mom, I know you have a whole archive
there we
of
go.
our childhood photos.
I got a tea
Here's
achievement.
some more for your collection.
My goodness! Where'd you find all these treasures?
It's our trade secret.
And thank you for the wonderful flowers. Misha, I've been told it was you who helped Almaz choose them. How did you know?
The tea is so delicious. Just like when we were kids, home after a snowball fight.
Well, we did storm an actual snow castle. You do need armor for that.
I was more fond of New Year's Day. We were allowed to be out all night.
What a sad story. You never told us.
I distinctly remember a different night where you went out. Misha, oh Misha, you know very well what I'm talking about. Your escape from the town. What an idea!
Misha's trip to the sea had put his mind to adventure.
How cute. Why didn't you ever tell us? Or am I the only one here who hasn't heard the story?
No, I don't think you're the only one. Thanks for the birthday wishes. No, I haven't seen Nikolai. He must be in the garage, busy fixing something or another. That really is odd. Where could he be? I'll call you if I find anything out. Kolya's gone. He's not in the garage. Zenaida is worried because he promised to drive her to
Yeah, we broke
Kazan.
everything.
She needs to buy something there. I can't believe what I'm hearing, you kids. How could you possibly get an idea like that?
Whichever way this goes, we have to return the car. Perhaps we'll run into Uncle Kolya on the way.
I'm not going, Misha. I won't rest till I know everything's fine. Uncle Kolya may be difficult, but he's not some stranger.
Why complicate things? Asya can stay overnight. The boys can sleep in folding beds.
I should have let Asya stay at my place. Didn't exactly show my best side there.
Here's what I think. It's not likely Uncle Kolya's looking for the car. Or he'd show up here. I'll check at the precinct. Maybe they know.
Why not just call?
If he's gotten himself locked up, I'll have to personally step in.
Exactly. I'm going to call Dad and give him a heads up.
Godspeed.
Hi, Dad. Don't wait for me tonight. I'm having a sleepover. Everything's fine. We've just been out late. Love you too. See you tomorrow.
Train station. You stopped by looking for your car thieves. Yelled at me and left. So, why are you calling? Are you a fugitive now, afraid of running into Kolya? You got it. I don't even know why they're keeping both of us here. You can just ID everyone on the way out. Suppose I feel that you are.
If Uncle Kolya found out that Vitalik is covering for me, he'd badger me about it forever.
Maybe we shouldn't have stolen the car.
Godspeed.
Well, shall we?
I thought we wouldn't all fit in the lift.
Uncle Kolya!
It's as if the ground swallowed him.
I can't drive. Fine. I've warned you. athletic.
Call me a weakling now. I dare you.
Looks like we're managing it.
I'm starting to like this.
Heave ho! I should paint this. Car haulers on the Volga.
Watch your hands then.
Put your backs into it. Come on, let's get some speed going.
Easy, if we work as a team.
Don't give up. We can do this.
I think I'm getting my second wind.
We're almost there.
It's eerily quiet.
You louds. And I stood up for you. He's at the police station.
Uncle Collier's temper being what it is, it's no great surprise he got riled up at the police station.
We should have gone with Genghis right away.
He ran off, and then he was back. I asked him if he'd filed the report, and just like that, he attacked me. His eyes were bulging, and he yelled, "Where's my car? You stole it, you bastard!" I ended up...
Must be a nervous breakdown.
You should go to the precinct and see for yourselves.
Oops. I feel bad now.
There you are. Misha, you need to see this.
Why are you here? This isn't a zoo, and if it is, pay for your tickets. I'm not your uncle.
I talked the others into stealing it. Now I'm ashamed of myself. I really am.
What's that got to do with you? Why are you protecting that jerk? I don't even know you. Leave me alone.
Let's go. Anzina's been looking for you.
That stupid woman who came to see me? I'd rather sit here a while longer. But you, beautiful, I'd take you out for a stroll.
Well, what did I tell you?
They're both fond of booze.
It's clear, isn't it? The Yank...
It still doesn't add up. Two people with the same symptoms.
Deployed a psionic weapon. Don't be so paranoid, man.
Let's go for a walk and discuss it, maybe. It's such a warm night. Feels like summer.
I've got more business to sort out here.
We're going to Mom's place. It's her 60th birthday, and we've abandoned her.
We'll keep all the doors unlocked. Just come in and go to bed. We'll tell Mom to expect you.
How about the school?
Back in the day, I used to complain about having to go back to school. Not anymore.
Don't know whether I've managed to catch up the memories or not.
Uncle Kolya would often quote this proverb. He'd say, "Don't think prison or poverty can never happen to you." His fear of getting locked up, it sort of made him sycophantic towards his superiors. It was kind of disgusting to witness, to be honest. That being said, he never minced his words with others. As for money, well, you can only make so much working at a train station. I don't suppose Uncle Kolya has a chest full of gold hidden off somewhere that you can get to.
I wonder if Scruff made his target. I know he's trying to complete Resi in 3 hours. Looks like he's playing Pokemon now, so I don't know.
2 eventful days, and my head is no longer swarming with nonsense. Perhaps it really is time to make a change.
Let's go to the roof.
We're alone. I need to confess. I can't keep silent about it anymore.
Are we actually related? Because that would be wrong.
My tongue's about to fall off. Never thought I could chat for a whole night. You're right. It's time to head down. No, really. You've got the morning train passengers to let through. You should get some sleep. I'll be off in the evening. We've got another day to spend together. Should we go right now, or sit here for some more? I'm all ears. I know how you feel about me. When people hesitate like that, it's obvious. I feel cozy next to you, too.
Oh god. It's serving something! Did I fall asleep on my sofa?
The train now approaching platform 1 is the 423 service.
Oh no, I fell asleep at my job.
Clear from the edge of the platform.
Reveille, what are you doing here? Did you get kicked out of the house or something?
Dear passengers of the
Classmates can't beat bedmates, huh?
Your train
Fine, whatever. Get up. The train's
Numbering of the cars starts at the front of the train. Thank you for your attention.
Hi, Glub.
Your parents are in Kazan, right, Misha? Has it been long since you checked on them? Kazan's giving off a bad vibe. Helicopters and cops everywhere. Army vehicles, too.
Should call my parents then.
We decided not to wait for the news. Took off home in a hurry. A backwater place like this feels safer. Not far from a military post, too. Tried to get my old folks to come along, but they wouldn't abandon the house.
We have to hurry, Misha. Mum's lost her memory. God damn it, Misha, which part isn't clear? I came in for breakfast, and she said to Tioma, you could have at least introduced your friend. It's so damn obvious. Somehow we didn't think of that. He got insistent with Mum, too. She won't listen to him. We need an outsider to do it.
Dear passengers, for your own safety, please stand back from the platform edge. Thank you.
I don't know what we're looking for, but I can go through all these things, so...
Dear passengers, before boarding your train, please have your exit permit and a ticket ready for inspection at Checkpoint Office 1. Dear passengers, the 423 service to Kazan will now depart
Yes,
from
I've
Platform
seen
1.
the helicopters. Yes, I am home. Yes, I am fine. Well, that changes everything. You know, about what you said when you called the other day, I've thought about it. I suppose it's time to let bygones be bygones.
I don't know. It let me open the drawers, so I opened the drawers. And we've called our parents because apparently something's going down. Shit. People are losing their memories, forgetting their families. That doesn't look good. Also, welcome back, Dan. Hope Milo had a good walk.
Don't even look in that direction. You can check that out later. Our house is a shorter walk.
Ah, that is a shorter. I'll remember that for when I replay the beginning so I'm not late to work.
The world's slowest elevator.
Should have gone upstairs. Little old lady dog. Aw.
I'll wait here. Mom can't.
Why won't she stay at home? This doesn't seem like Aunt Gaia. Her door is always ajar.
Stand the sight of me now.
Who's there? I have not lost my memory. Are you alone? Such a relief. I kept watch, waiting for her all night long. Only dozed
She
off
forgot
at
her
dawn.
sons, but not Misha and
There's a
Aisha.
deranged man in town. Came here in the morning and insisted he was my son. And Tioma backed him up. Why aren't the police doing anything? From now on, I'm locking my door. Is that some practical joke? How do you know him? Tioma does too. Does Asya? What kind of a name is Almaz? Well, if you insist, you're like little kids. Just have to play your games. Then
Tired
again,
boy.
it's my birthday, isn't it?
Tired
It's got
boy.
to be memorable.
Give him
Am I right?
Pat, 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 pat.
Don't waste your time, Misha, dear. You're not going to find any Almaz here.
Oh, but I will. That toy train set was a present to him from Uncle Bahir.
He bought that wretched train set for Tioma as a New Year present. Back then, you dreamt of faraway lands. You almost took residence in our house, playing with it for days on end.
I
Yes,
hear you
that
there,
happened.
Dan.
But who do you think this little crying guy is?
What? You don't recognize yourself? Or how you lost your mind? You monopolized that train set. For all that Tioma had been taught to share, in the end, he had enough and took it back.
Shoma and I are the same age here. Well, look, the other boy in the picture is clearly younger.
You know, you're right. Who is that then?
Take a hint. It's Almaz.
I know. A friend of mine had come over and brought her kid along. Exactly.
Stop making things up, Aunt Galia.
Don't raise your voice at your elders. That's enough joking.
What's funny about this? Imagine how Almaz is feeling right now.
So she only forgot one of her sons? Whatever this thing is, it's messed up.
Imagine how I'm feeling right now. People are telling me I've gone insane.
We want to help.
I'm perfectly fine.
Ah, check your passport. There must be a mention of Almaz in it.
So you too had a hand in tampering with my passport, you good for nothing.
Look inside the photo album we gave you yesterday. Almaz is all over it.
The photographs are doctored. I've read how that can be done. Out of arguments, are you?
Aunt Galia is on edge. Enough for now, maybe. Almaz and I can think of more strategies later. Almaz puts his hopes in me. I must do everything I can.
I don't think those go together. I mean, yeah.
All right, I give up. You saw right through us.
I must confess, I was almost convinced. You were really thorough about the whole business. No idea what the point was, however.
Ah, I gave up too early with Aunt Gaia. I should have been pushier.
Now my mood is ruined.
I mean, the other jigsaw piece didn't fit, so what was I supposed to do?
How did it go? I'm not just gonna give up. I'll wait for her on the bench here. She'll leave the house at some point.
You don't just forget one of your sons.
I'm back. What's our plan?
Cattle's gone.
What, Asya? You're still asleep. Get up, sleepyhead. I should either put away that frame or find something new to put inside it. She must have been bored enough to find something to entertain herself with. She didn't wait after all. So what's the deal with this visit? A helicopter, a UFO. This one I wouldn't be fine.
She stole our kettle and a plate. Okay, so we're gonna have a look at the helicopter.
Asya? Are you here? Has anyone seen Asya?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop yelling. Have you had a blood sample taken yet?
No. Why?
Hey, Misha! What are you, a stranger?
No, but I ran all the way at things. Woo. Did I ever see that Keanu Reeves movie, Clone to Dead Family? No, that does not ring a bell.
Hey, Misha, you're here too. Meet my fiancée, Olya. Olya, this is Misha. We've known each other since school. That the same woman you were chattering away with yesterday at the station? No, but go check the hospital. Maybe she's getting tested. A flu epidemic or something. They've sent some big boss over from Kazan. Hell of a guy, loud. They're marching everyone off to get tested, threatening to put us in quarantine. Well, what is it then? Gee, you're really cheering us up, Misha. I would have preferred the flu.
Sorry, I didn't cheer you
I'm
up.
not a fan of medical stuff, but if she didn't wait after all. Must have run off to the station to see me.
Move along. Don't slow down the queue. Come in and sit down.
Police. He's on patrol duty, driving around town. It's about the testing. Can I take a message?
Oh, forgetting children was a thing in it. Okay, I didn't know that.
Anyone else here for tests?
Your place is at the back of the line.
Try to feel at home.
Hey!
Not the helicopter we imagined as kids up in the oak tree.
Next. Take the chair, please.
Get in line, smartass. The line!
We were in line and then someone cut in front of us, so... Now there's 3 people in front of us that shouldn't have been.
Move along. Don't slow
I regret coming here.
down the queue. Come in and sit down.
I might call it next time it saves. Just 'cause I'm getting tired.
Anyone else here for tests?
Should I try to get ahead of the line? I only need to ask about parking.
Hi, Scruff. Did you manage to do it?
Try to feel at home.
Yay! Congratulations. GG's. 2.5 hours! Blinking heck.
Next.
We're getting to the final stretch.
Well, if I'd have got in line properly the first time, I'd have already been through. Ooh. This is a very weird game.
Move along. Don't slow down the queue. Come in and sit down.
Oh, okay. What are they doing today? Zelda. Okay.
Next. What's your name?
Snegov Mikhail Anatolyevich.
Take the chair, please.
As they say, thank you for doing your civic duty. Does this look like an information desk to you?
What's with you being so grumpy today? Why not help the guy? You never know. What's the girl's name? I'll check the logbook. Kamishina. You say Kamishina?
Looks like...
You're here, and you don't know, eh? There's a suspected novel strain of flu, like the Spanish one earlier this century. We need a large sample to be sure. Whether to vaccinate or to test first is our call to make. In about a week.
Anyone else here for tests?
It's interesting. Weird. School? Or are we at the hang on. Oh no, we're at the hospital. We just got another bit of map. So station is suggested. Okay, we'll check at the station, and if she's not there, we'll call it stream. I have no idea what's going on.
I repeat, we asked the townspeople to undergo screening at the hospital. Cases of a new form of influenza have been reported in Tatarstan.
I mean, we got up, our neighbor got taken away because he forgot his kids and called the police on them. Kids got taken to an orphanage. We went to work at the station. We got yelled at because we were late. Old school friends slash cousins slash relatives came into town for our aunt's birthday.
Dear passengers, before boarding your train, please have your exit permit and a ticket ready for inspection at checkpoint.
And now there's helicopters and some kind of weird
Why are
flu
you
thing.
fussing around? Asya? Well, why didn't you say so? I've seen her. She was up by your window. I told her she was late for the train.
What if Asya's forgotten everything too?
And then people have started forgetting family.
I suppose she went off to gawk at the helicopter. That's what everyone's going on about. Who's it? Maybe she's there now. You said you lost each other.
Whoa, why are you running around like a madman? Her too, you think? God damn it. So you also think it's got something to do with Vitya and the others? If you have no evidence, you could cause trouble. Better keep, provided she remembers who you are.
No, look away. I'll probably be gone soon. Like, in the next 5 minutes. I did say I was going to go to the station and then, but I'm going to go to the tree and then I hope it'll save. Though that's not underlined, but hey. So yeah, we're in this little place somewhere in Russia, I think. But yeah, we've got this crush on a girl that everyone's partially losing their memories, forgetting family members, but no one else.
I repeat, we asked the townspeople to undergo screening at the hospital. Cases of a new form of influenza have been reported in Tatarstan.
So it's very weird. But yeah, it's a nice little story game. A little bizarre. I've missed a whole bunch of achievements. But I don't care. one's answering the phone. I don't know. Possibly, Dan. Maybe it's aliens. Some kind of government testing drug thing. I'm not quite sure how it's a story about loss. Ah!
I know. I looked for you there as well. What are we going to do? I was talking about Aunt Galia. But what about my work trip? So, you think the whole mess is because of this forgetting thing? I don't even know what to call it. What are
Amnesia?
your plans?
Selective amnesia?
Then let's go to the station, shall we?
I wonder how old it is. It's simply massive. Probably remembers the mammoth.
I doubt it.
I need to get Asia out of here. Something bad is going on in this town. She'd be better off not coming back here.
Okay, we'll just... I know. A little bit more, and then we'll... do the thing. Do we want to pick our cousin up? Where did he say he was going? I don't know, it says train. Should just go there then, I guess.
And here's Misha. He'll have all the answers for us. What's the deal with the train, man?
There won't be a train.
You can call the bosses.
Filing cabinet's still lit up.
Give me 5 minutes and I'm all yours. I went around the shops to stock up on essentials. We don't know what to expect yet. Don't remind me about him. Did she hit her head? So people weren't kidding. I need to process what you said.
Well, that's useless.
My conscience is clear.
Well, looks like we're not the only ones. Say, for example, what time the train will be here?
It'll be here when we stop it. Let us out on the tracks, Misha, if calling isn't an option. You're all over the place. First you admit the flu thing is a load of bull, and now you won't let us out? Whose side are you on? Misha, right now you absolutely don't have to be some big boss.
Please. Misha needs that train as much as you do to put me on it. But what difference does it make if there is no train? What can he do?
He can let us through the door to the platform. We'll handle it from there, no worries.
Let me say a few words to Misha. He'll listen to me. Listen, man, my life is in Moscow. Children leave the nest sooner or later. It's your nest that's backwards. The parents left. I don't want to be stuck here and end up like my mom. I'm sure others feel the same way. Why? You did have ambition. You wanted to win Asia's heart, and you just didn't know how. You tailed her everywhere. More places than you, that's for sure. I got an education. I'm an academic researcher, and they say they'll send me abroad soon. Are you going to say that's not enough? Your turn then. Tell me what you've achieved. Come on. I'm all ears. How do you know my name? Why, of course, I showed you my permit on the way in. Misha? Misha who? Do you have any idea how many Mishas I've met in Moscow?
God. Literally forgot who I was
Them.
half through a sentence.
I've never seen you before, and I hope I never see you again. How do I know you aren't making this up? All right, I'm done wasting time with you. For the last time, are you letting us out or not?
Sure, go stand on a train line.
Now I'll have to look for new work. Well, I was going to leave with Asya anyway, wasn't I?
I mean, seriously, honestly, at this point, I have no idea what's going on, but hey. This is a news thing.
Looting, assault, and other forms of street violence have
It's like, let's just let everyone on the
spread of
tracks.
the disease causes panic. The government has been forced to adopt a firm response. All defense and law enforcement agencies have been placed on high alert, with army units being deployed to large cities. There have been clashes between local people and the police. The attackers were detained and are facing prosecution.
I see it! It's getting closer! Hey! Stop the train!
Yep, get squashed.
Stop the train! Everyone out of the way! It almost ran over us.
Maybe the guy forgot he had to stop the train.
Saddest, go to hell, Misha. I thought we were friends.
Whatever. We'll see who gets the last laugh. We're gonna hijack a bus and make a break for freedom. Why would we? Let me get this straight. Are you threatening us? Oh, gee, how considerate of you. Our trouble is our business. Stay out of it. Wait, don't leave without me.
Home?
Nothing left to do.
I'll stay over at Aunt Galia's for the night. She needs support now.
I got a wee bit at the top of the map. I can't walk around the chalk. Or I can't walk through the chalk. That's just weird.
See you tomorrow. I hope there'll be a tomorrow.
Why are all the doors wonky? Also, who stole my kettle?
Who's there?
Can I stay at your place for the night? Do you think I ought to leave Mum alone? Asya, it's me again. Hell-bent on not giving you two doves any privacy. You and her apart? I thought you'd never be torn apart again. Asya just can't leave. That gives me time to find common ground with Mum. Where is he now? He's crazy. Do you think I'll lose my memory next?
I'd say you could sleep on the sofa, but I don't think I have a sofa. Kitchen table, dining room table thing, or probably steal my bed. We can snuggle. I'll be the little
Lo and
spoon.
behold, my oak tree. Mum's favorite. I found some lying around. It's been such a long time since I last visited you. It was always Mom I went to. I think your place has barely changed. Suppose the quarantine drags on, you lose your job, and you hibernate. You're a Misha, after all. A name they give to bears, and it'll be winter soon. Your wish is my command. I suppose I'll be off to bed then. I'm dead tired.
Alright, cool. Apparently I'm giving up my bed. But don't worry, I'm gonna get naked.
Will you read me a bedtime story?
I thought he'd sleep in the armchair.
Like Mom used to? When I was small, she'd always sit by my bedside till I was asleep.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening. If I knew I was anywhere near the end of the story. I would continue, but...
What's he doing at the station? He should be an engineer or a naval architect.
You're a heck of a sleeper. I've already had breakfast. Fat Chan's still pushing the flu story. He even ran an on-the-ground report about it. I was just thinking of going there to pick up Asya. But, well, aren't you afraid you'll get chased away again? You just won't take no for an answer, will you? Well, go get ready then. You're already here. I was about to come to yours.
Sure, bring out the excuses. You were probably in bed like the lazybones you are.
Even Almazi's up.
Hi there. I calmed her down. Had to tell her it was you who'd forgotten your mother and went looking for her. What? At least I did something.
Shall we get going? How about a stroll?
I'm off to the Institute. I've got work to do. Quarantine or no quarantine.
I'm coming with you. I'm not letting you go missing again.
Blockhead. You think you can save me from amnesia by being at my
I mean,
side?
that other guy literally forgot us halfway through a conversation.
Are you coming along, Almaz?
God, going to Mum is so scary. Well, off to the Institute we go.
Who's there? You again? If you understand now, why show up? I know, they told me already. What do you want from me? I've already forgiven you. Now go. You look like a grown man, but you whimper like a little girl. You really do need a mother to lead you by the hand.
Go. Don't make me cross. I'm going to call the police. You can stay with them. You think I won't? I will, and you know it.
Is she really gonna call the police?
I mean, it's okay, we know the police, unless they forget us.
Hello, is...
It said 5 to 6 hours, but I guess...
I once painted all over the entrance hall wall. No one told me off. On the contrary, Mom suggested that I should paint more. Mom was always supportive of me. For
That's
his part,
pretty cool.
Dad put in a word so it wasn't considered vandalism. It became an impromptu exhibit. Even the school newspaper wrote about it. But one day they repaired the entrance hall, painting it all over.
Almaz, is that you making the ruckus in there? Listen, buddy, you're chasing after your mom the way others chase after women. Don't know how to put this politely, but it don't look very healthy. Listen, you're only making it worse. Next time it might not be me who responds to the call. You might end up behind bars for quite a while. And I'm telling you, as a friend, to back off. Temporarily, at least. Choose the right moment. Don't be so obvious. Strategy, tactics, and all that. Let's go. Don't get stubborn on me. Where do you want to live to? Your mom's watching us, over there in the window. Let her think I've dealt with you.
Incentive, are you done, Executivus?
Affirmative.
Then hurry off to the town council. The garrison commander is about to start his speech. People are trickling in already.
Copy that.
Institute.
Don't just stand there, Mr. Wishy-Washy. You already... Oh, you know what? Forget it. Go. I don't want to be late.
Let me go and see what all the...
Where's the town hall is over there. Okay. Alright, let's go see what the commotion's about. Then we'll end. Yeah. It's always just one more level, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Oh, that's handy. It's literally where I've ended up. So, didn't realize the map was there.
The big decorated New Year tree was in the town square, and the kids' New Year matinees were held at the Palace of Culture. The fountain there left no room for a tree, of course, but its absence was still felt. This one time, I really liked a glitter ball in the town's New Year tree, so I stole it and brought it home. My parents made me return it. I cried my eyes out. The first New Year present I remember was a toy train set. Probably because Kyoma was the one who got it, and we never figured out a way to share it. The train may or may not have been my first memory. Off the top of my head, I can't figure out the earliest one.
No worries. Done. Have a good night.
What did he say? Can't hear a thing.
Patience. I'll answer every question.
Can you stop making noise? We're trying to listen here.
seem to be talking.
I think we're clear on that point. Next order of business.
Mind if I squeeze through?
The remaining item on our agenda.
I have no idea what this is.
There aren't many of you. Does no one care what's happening in this country?
The TV won't stop going on about it. We've heard enough.
Then why are you here? Nobody forced you to show up. Those are baseless accusations. In due time, or a little later.
Is that supposed to be funny?
As soon as the epidemiological situation stabilizes. We're keeping a close watch. How could I know when that will happen? Unlike my soldiers, the disease does not report to me. Hey, you know what? Come back when you've learned some discipline, boy. I have no time for you.
Don't shut him up. Give him an earful, bro. I'll fill you in later. Right now, let's call our valiant warriors.
So, Teom just forgot Misha.
Haven't heard that before. I will make some inquiries. I don't owe any explanations to anyone. Will you let me end this meeting? The latter, of course, but I'd like questions to remain reasonable and civil. Enough now!
No, not enough. You'll go when the people let you.
Don't make it worse, Almaz. There's enough trouble as it is.
If you want to vent, you have us. That's what friends are for.
Don't listen to them, man. You're doing everything right.
That's it. My patience is out. Take him away.
Sorry, buddy. An order's an order.
Really great as that guy. Nice and arrested. Let's go see Uncle Golya.
Now we've got plenty of time to discuss anything we can think of. They opened fire at the checkpoint. Just warning shots, thankfully, but enough to stop us. The driver spun the truck around hard. It skid off the road and flipped on its side. We climbed out through the windows and scattered. They didn't bother to chase us, let it slide the first time, I suppose.
Almaz, you've been too spry for your own good as it is. How about you put your feet up for a minute? Kutu, I know you won't rest till you get it.
Hello? Who gave you my number? I don't believe you. You've already spun me a sweater's worth of yarn. What kind of manipulative talk is that? I will not continue a conversation in that tone.
I mean, tell me that though. Apparently they let Uncle out.
Come on, Genghis, out with it. Are Almaz and Choma in your...
Of course they are, of course they are.
But you will let them go, right?
I can. Gotta do my goddamn duty.
Will you let us see them?
I have no right to do that either. You're not family.
Genghis, come on.
Really?
You let us see Uncle Kolya, and this is Choma and Almaz.
That was 2 days ago. Things have changed in a major way since then.
When will they be released?
Soon. They'll be here for a couple of days till everyone forgets about them, then they can walk.
Remember how Genghis smashed a town window and wound up here?
He He was always too prone to accept a dare.
I guess it's karma. Us being here now for leaving him out to dry then.
But we were the ones who got him out of that one too. Even back then, we'd go to jail for him if we had to.
We didn't get him out. It was Dad.
Yeah, but only when we confessed that we had dared Genghis to smash the window of his office.
It's not a good thing to do. Dragging others into your family matters? We'd had a fight with Dad, and that had nothing to do with Genghis.
By the way, Dad often said pretty harsh things about him. Genghis was, after all, a punk.
What we did certainly didn't make him more popular. Besides, the reason for the fight had been us refusing to volunteer for the Subotnik.
All that gardening. I was never one for manual labor. I use my head. That's more who I am.
I do really need to finish up. Pat the dishwasher.
Is Chioma with you? Let me in. I'm getting in one way or another. Artyom, how did this happen? Oh, you're here too, punk. At last.
Is that our mom, Almaz?
You've still got your sense of humor, even here. I'm proud of you.
I honestly don't remember you. Nothing comes to mind.
So he forgot his mum and his friend Misha, but not his brother.
What are my favorite flowers?
Lilacs? Starwarts? Peonies? I don't know.
Roses! Ordinary red roses! You're giving wrong answers on purpose. I don't know anymore. Chioma, is this young man really my son?
Don't know about the son part, but he is my brother.
Seriously, Nael, let these two goofballs leave. They may have gotten a little carried away, but they wouldn't hurt a fly.
Enough. I've got my orders. Uncle called his car 2 days ago, but Asya and Misha were, and my higher-ups dressed me down for failing to act. I'm not looking the other way anymore. Yesterday, I hijacked bus. Trying to break into Aunt Galia's apartment today.
That was my fault. I really have forgotten Almaz.
But we took your call, and all Almaz had to do was get in the car with me to keep up appearances. But no, it just had to be difficult. Disrupting the gathering would be serious enough on its own.
How long then?
Just a couple of days before everyone stops caring who's locked up in here. There's enough other problems right now, and that's the last of it. Come, Galina Petrovna.
Mom hug.
That should be enough hugging.
One more minute, please.
Mom hug. We're gonna end on mom hug.
You're really serious about this.
You forgot me in time.
You know this is forever.
It's awkward now, but I'm doing it.
They stood there for a while, and then a while longer.
Unbearable.
If there's an achievement for hugging my mom for long,
It's
yeah.
almost evening. You don't want me to stay here overnight, do you?
Will you tell me a bedtime story? Like when I was a kid?
Let me go, Almaz. Almaz? What's your patronymic? Oh, of course. Almaz Bahirovich.
Don't go. Please, don't.
You'll have to let go of me at some point.
How could something like this happen?
All right, that's it. Enough. This is too much.
I just can't deal with this.
Whole day to hug.
I'm leaving. Still got chores to do at home.
If you ever need me, I'll be there at once.
What's the magic word that will set me free?
Let's just be silent for a while.
You're quite heavy, you know.
Wish I could turn back time.
I wish I could find a way.
Any longer and we'll get stuck like this.
To take back all the hurt that you caused. Stay. If I
Don't
could
be
turn back
melodramatic.
time.
Everything's gonna be all right.
We're together. Come what may.
Oh, Moulin Rouge song. But I can't think of enough other than it goes, come what may, come what may. I had Kylie Minogue in a Tinkerbell outfit. Great, I just choked on my tea. It went down the wrong hole. Tea will be the death of me. Oh, now my headache's coming back. Okay. Yeah, hydration is dangerous. Alright. I'm gonna hit end the stream on the hug. And let that end. So apparently I have to raid someone. So please say hi. I'm going to bed. Where's the raid thing? So please say hi. Raid messages are above. This has been Know by Heart. Thank you again to Ideal Xbox for the code and to Hodge for an interesting game. I will finish the rest of it in my own time. I don't think there was an achievement for hugging for ages, but that was a really cool way to end the stream. There are some weird ass achievements, some of which I've definitely missed. So yeah. I've been Jo, otherwise known as AngelSK. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will catch you on Saturday for some Final Fantasy VIII at a later time because I'm going shopping.